Hi everyone, Herschelle Gibbs here, former Proteas top water batter and sophisticated fielder.
How's it going, guys? Butch James here, former Proteas fast bowler, right arm over, Alan Donald like.
It's happening in the world of cricket. Well, obviously everything shuts down when the IPL is on. I mean, it's a whole 2 months worth of T20 cricket, and there's been some fantastic performances. I've seen 1 or 2 centuries being scored of 44 balls. There's been some phenomenal bowling performances as well. The Punjab Kings have set alight. I think they're going quite nicely. Rajasthan Royals are finding a little bit of form there. So it's a tight horse race at the moment there as far as the top 3 are concerned there in the IPL. But it's a long way to go. I mean, that only finishes the 22nd of May. Seems like the marathon away. We've just done the 2 Oceans in Cape Town. So anyway, be that as you may, the Proteas ladies, they're starting their one-day series against Sri Lanka in a couple of days' time. I want to wish Laura Wolfart and the rest of the team all the very best. To you, I wouldn't say make us proud, just win. You'll make us proud anyway. But and then also, Proteas white ball coach is not existent. There's a vacancy or 2. Whoever is applying for that job, I wish you well. And the Test captain Temba Bavuma, unfortunately, nursing an injury at the moment, and hopefully he gets better and can get in an innings or 2 before the Test final, which happens in about 6 weeks' time. So he's hopefully on the road to recovery very, very soon. So that is as far as the cricket is concerned. Lots and lots on the channels, on the various socials, and even on the box. So plenty to watch, and but most importantly, to the Proteas ladies, good luck and go well.
But yeah, it's obviously the business end of the URC now. I think the Champions Cups I think our South African teams are pretty much just about done there in the Champions Cups. I think everything shifts back to the URC now, where we've got 2 teams that will go through to the quarters, and that's the Bulls and the Sharks. Unfortunately, the Stormers, I think, are just going to miss out. And then the Lions are bringing up the bottom of the log, which is a pity because they've played some good rugby this season, especially at home. And talking about at home, I think it's really important for the Bulls to try and push for that second place on the log so that they can get a home semi-final and make it a little bit easier for them. The top 2 teams at the moment, Leinster and Glasgow, are also hitting a bit of form at the right time. And to be honest, I don't think anyone is going to catch Leinster, and I do believe that they will go all the way. But for the South African teams, who's going to be able to challenge them? I think our best bet would be the Bulls. So let's hope that they do get that second spot and can host a few semi-finals or quarterfinals, and then a semi-final at Loftus, which will give them a better chance of meeting Leinster in the final. Sharks-wise, I hear that Eben Etzebeth is on his way back and should be playing this weekend, so that's a positive for them. They've really missed him, and let's hope they can somehow show a little bit of consistency in the latter end of the URC. And with a good Sharks team, the team they've got on paper, if they're to play to their potential, I believe they could be up there with the Bulls also competing. So let's wait and see. Only time will tell, but it has been a bit of a disappointing season all round, all in Europe for our South African teams. Let's hope the Springboks will also be getting together pretty soon. Some players that I think are going to be vital there, the likes of Eben Etzebeth, Sasha Feinberg, Gomazulu, all making their way back. So hopefully no serious injuries to any of our top guys, and I'm sure we all can't wait to watch the Springboks play again soon.
Wow, long time no see.
How are you going, Herschelle? You're right.
All right, sir. I believe I've heard via the grapevine that there's horse racing now on 10Bet.
That's right.
And how are you with your fillies? Any knowledge?
Not too bad. I think you would have been quite a good jockey, I reckon, eh? Eh? What do you
Yeah,
think?
back in the day when I was a featherweight,
Yeah.
I could.
Yeah, maybe not now. Maybe
Yeah, no,
the
clearly not now. But
also take a bit of strain, but yeah, it's always a bit of fun going to the races and betting on the fillies. So definitely going to throw a few bets down and see how I do. I'm going to have to get a bit of advice though, not too. You're pretty good with the fillies though, and know exactly which ones are good and which aren't. But,
well, I mean,
we'll
your neck of the woods. The July is coming up soon.
yeah.
So do you
When is it?
do you
When is
frequent
the-
it?
when
do you,
is the July?
do you frequent it?
I haven't frequented.
This is
it.
now for the races and not for the party. For
No,
the
I don't
atmosphere.
go. I don't go for the races. But now that it's on 10 bets, I think I will be placing a few bets on the horses. But yeah, I haven't been for a while. So maybe this year we should go down, and maybe we should think of buying a horse. Eh? Apparently, it's worthwhile, and you don't lose your money at all.
Well, I suppose why not? So I think as long as it's not a one-horse race, that's the main thing. So there you go. Place your bets on 10 bet. There's lots of horse racing coming up, and why not? Take a little punt. You never know.
And away they go,
And we're off and away.
off to the races.
Off to the races. All right. We have Mr. One Butch James here with me. Going to test his knowledge. I know he's 50 almost, I think, or maybe 50 plus, and maybe it's not so good. Anyway, let's quiz him anyway.
Keep it easy, eh? You know we both stand a grade.
In the Tri Nations 2010,
Oh, Tri-Nation.
you played against the All Blacks.
Oh, yeah?
The game took place on the 10th of July 2010,
Where?
which was a whopping 15 years ago. Took place at Eden Park.
Ooh.
All right.
Well,
Do you remember the score at all?
we lost. So,
You did lose. The question again,
no.
do you remember the score? No. All right.
What was the
Unfortunately, that's
Oh, was that the first question?
that was the first question.
Oh, jeepers. Oh, well, when I'm asking you the question, I'm going to ask you what the total was.
The total.
How are you going to get that?
Well, I can. I've got it right here. I've got it on my 10 bet app.
Okay. What was
Take
it?
a guess. Take a guess. What was
We
the score?
definitely lost. But I mean, no, we haven't beaten. The All
All right.
haven't lost.
I'll
there
tell you
for a
what. They
while.
scored 4 tries.
Okay, so it's 28 with all the conversions. Maybe missed one. 26.
And we South Africa,
and
unfortunately, that day never scored 1 try.
32 points to 12.
Wow. That is correct. That
Is
is
it
correct.
Oh yeah, I mean that
Beautiful.
score is 32-12.
All righty.
AB.
Gee, he's off to a flyer here, ladies and gentlemen. He's off to an
How about
absolute
that? How about
flyer.
that for a score?
Unbelievable. Right.
Just 'cause I've got good maths.
He is. He's a winner. That's why he's on 10 bets. That's why. So let's have a look.
Come on, Herschelle, that's too easy, man.
Wow. Let me try and make it a bit more difficult. Let's have a look in. Can you tell me who the flank was?
Which one? 6 or 7?
See, now that
Four.
doesn't say that. That's the problem.
Who's it for? 6 or 7? Who's it
I'm
for?
going to think
Springboks
it
or
number
for the All
6 for
Blacks?
you, for the Springbok. Who was his
Skalkberger.
number 6?
Oh, no, I'm going to go Heinrich Prasad.
No.
Skalkberger.
No, he's
I
only
must
had one
write it.
shot.
I must write it.
He's only had one shot.
It doesn't count unless I write it on the board.
Oh, yeah. Well done, sir.
2 out of 2.
That's 2 out of 2. It's getting a bit...
Can we stop there? I've never had 100% before.
Gee, okay. Right, so... Can you tell me who the ref was on that particular day?
What country is he from?
He's from... we're talking about Rory
Australia.
McIlroy won the Masters a couple of days
Ireland.
ago.
Yeesh, I don't even know any Irish refs.
You need a bit of luck. See, McIlroy used it up all weekend. The Irish got no more luck for the rest of the year.
What does it start with?
Starts with an A. First letter of the alphabet.
Second letter?
A-L.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
Yeah. No. Unfortunately not. Wrong.
I think Alan Roland's from France.
There we go. But that's not. He's definitely not from Ireland.
So who was it then?
Alan Lewis.
Ah, okay.
Never even heard of that.
No,
But anyway, it's amazing what you can find on Google. Anyway, so
no one remembers
that is
the
3.
ref.
All right. Can you tell me exactly how many people were sitting in the grandstand? That's not a question.
54,000.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
How many people were there?
Who played, very unusual for him, who played right wing on that particular day? Played most of his rugby at centre.
Oh.
Can you give him a big hint today?
No, I did. I know he's struggling a bit. He got the last 2 wrong.
Shucks.
Oh, that is correct.
Who in the
JDV. Well done,
Centres on
sir.
the
John de Villiers.
Centres on the day must have been Frans Steyn and A.D. Jacobs or something. Or Jacques Free. Frans Steyn and Jacques Free.
I think it's inside centre, Wynand Olivier.
Ah, okay.
And Jacques Fourie outside. Yeah.
Okay.
Last question, is it? Well, let's have a look. How many penalties did New Zealand get that day?
In the game.
Well, how many did they slot?
Ah, okay. I'm just giving myself my score.
That is correct, too. So, I think
you
it wasn't
know
a
when we-
3.5 out of 5.
Because didn't you hear
Wasn't
when I was
4.
working out the score? And you told me it was 4 tries. And then
Yeah.
they missed one, and then it's 26 plus.
See? Sharp man. That's why he played flower.
There we go.
Decision maker and man
Thank
with
you very
great
much.
with numbers.
You were very. I wish you were my examiner at school. You would have made me pass a lot easier.
Oh, there we go. So, flying with flying colours there. 85%.
No, 4 out of 5 is 80%.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was giving you extra 10, extra 5. There you go.
For being a good boy. Okay, I'm here with Herschelle Gibbs. Going to test your knowledge of your last test match or one-day international that you played against New Zealand.
More
remember?
commonly known as the ODI.
Yes, the ODI, one-day international, yeah.
There we go.
WTF, man. Herschelle,
Yeah.
do you remember the day? That's not a question.
I don't remember the day, but I know it was, I think it was a Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. And it was played at my second home, Newlands Cricket Ground.
Yep.
It was the most glorious day. And it was the day made for a Gibbs special.
Oh, yeah?
It was.
Were you sober the night before?
I was.
Well, then how did
I
you
was,
make
I
runs?
was indeed sober, definitely.
Were you sober on the day?
I was the judge, that's why I was sober. And I judged who won that game. So I put them to the sword that particular day.
Okay, well, let's kick off then. You obviously know that you made some runs.
I'm not sure which particular game in the series it was.
Did you make runs in any other of the?
I
any other
have
of the
no
games?
idea. But I
Probably
remember.
not.
No.
But anyway, so it was the game at Newlands. Can you write down for us your total that you scored that day? I will give you a clue. You didn't make a century.
All right. I think it was 114.
Okay, let's show.
Let's have a look. What do you think? I'm not sure. I think it's 114.
0 out of 1.
That's not great.
Okay.
That's one without loss.
Yes. 119 is what you made.
119, I was short. Sorry.
For 101 balls, 10 fours, 7 sixes.
Okay.
Not bad.
There we go.
Well
Okay.
done.
That's not great. Maths has never been my forte anyway. There we go.
You guys obviously won that game because it wasn't the World Cup. You guys won.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Do you by any chance know how much you won by? I think that's pretty tough.
I'm not sure. I think it was.
You guys batted second.
Yeah.
So that'll give you a clue.
Trying to think. That's my answer. 6 wickets.
It's very close, but it's not out of 2.
Oh, shit.
Guys won by 5 wickets.
Oh no, that's not great. That's not the R. Kelly. That's not R. Kelly. That's not the world's greatest, guys.
Okay, I'll make it a bit easier for you.
That's not it. And
Who was you opened the batting that day, and who was your opening partner?
oh, my partner then. He was captain at the time as well. One. Graham Smith, more commonly known as Biff.
That is correct.
Oh, that is correct. 1 point.
Fourth
Coming up.
question.
Fourth
What
ball
have
of
you
the
got?
over. We might as well
What
make
have you
it
got?
6.
2 out of.
I've got one out
One out
of
of three.
one out of 3.
Okay.
It's not going well. I have to up the game here, up the ante. Put on my thinking cap.
You took a catch in that game.
Yeah.
Can you remember the catch?
It was a very high catch from what I remember. Yes.
Can you remember who you caught up? It would have been a vital wicket.
I think,
He's a very
okay.
good player.
I remember that.
That was going to be my next clue.
There it is. One Brendan McCullum,
That's correct.
who's now obviously the England coach,
That's
test
right.
coach, and white ball coach. He's coaching the world there at this stage.
So
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5.
2 wickets down, 5 runs. Last question.
Last question.
Last ball of the
and
over.
final.
Last ball of
This
the
will
over.
get you to pass,
Hopefully.
so that you.
I'm happy with
can
3
get
out of
60
6. I'm happy with 3 out of 6.
60%. You've
Yeah.
never got that in your life. So let's try and
Is
make
that
it a bit
50?
easier.
Is that 50% or 60? 3 out of 6.
Okay, so the legendary and greatest fast bowler of all time, Dale Steyn.
Yeah.
He opened the bowling. He actually bowled second. Who bowled first? And it's not the king. It's not King Callis.
Let me see.
No, rub them both out. Rub
Oh,
them both
no.
out and try again. Because I would like you to pass.
There was the 2 I was thinking of, and you said they were both wrong.
Yes.
Um,
Played for many, many years.
no, so let me just go through the team now. So if it wasn't obviously Callis, Kemp, Morkel, no idea now.
None
Well,
of
it could
those
be.
guys, none of those 2 played.
No, you sure Justin Kemp didn't play?
Hold on, let me
He must
I'll
have
double
played.
check.
Definitely. I'm hitting a snag here. Ball's moving around a bit.
Okay, I'm going to
Have a closer
I'm
look.
going to give you the answer, and then I'm going to ask you one. I'm going to change the question.
Who was the?
It was
who
Sean
was,
Pollock.
Okay, Polly. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, sure.
Yeah, you're kicking yourself.
Humble apologies there. Skip.
Okay,
Former skipper.
I just need to know who was man of the match, because there were some other good performers.
Oh, I think it was definitely. Let's see.
Correct.
That's my last. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Well done, and well,
thank thee.
you may go through
Thank
to
you.
the next grade.
Thank you. 3 out of 6, 50%. I thank thee. Thank you. Beautiful.